Well, good morning, BCOT247 students. This is Mr.D, and this is week 3 of our 15-week course in business communications here at Cerritos College. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And there I am. I just wanted to welcome you to week 3, and hopefully you're being able to get everything that needs to be done each week. I did make a change this semester. I used to have a homework assignment, but instead I introduced a discussion post. And so rather than having you do a different homework assignment every week, you have a discussion post, which you have literally 4 to 5 weeks to work on. But it does involve some interacting with other students, and it also involves updating your initial post. So I'll go over that here in just a minute. But as we look at week 3, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with the... see if I could do this right. There we go. All right, so here I am on my dashboard in Canvas. I'm going to go ahead and enter into our class. And we're going to look at module number 3 once it launches. And it is being slow today. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to just come down right away and go right into module number 1. And then I'm going to scroll down to week 3. So here's week 3. Last week, I had you starting your individual presentation, and then this week coming up, you're going to be just continuing that, and I'll explain that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and move this down here, and I'm going to go ahead and change it from start initial individual presentation, I'm going to change that to, if I can edit it here, I'm going to just put here, continue individual presentation. So like I said, you have a few weeks to complete this assignment. It's not due until March 4th, I believe it is. So anyway, just to go over the individual assignment, I did get a number of emails, and it's very clear. It's all right here. I highlighted it. Says you do not need to upload anything. You do not need to upload anything. And I know a lot of you are taken off guard because I have the current week as the due date. And the only reason I do that is because students will not even pay attention to things until it's due. Many students, not all of you, but I want to make sure you're not ignoring this until the last week and then you're trying to cram to put it together. So I give the due date each week. I keep moving it back until it is ultimately due, which in this case would be on March 4th. If this is a different term and you're watching this video, it may be a different date, but it's all right here in the explanation. It tells you what to do week 1, what to do week 2 and 3, and then what to do the last few weeks. And the idea here again is you're going to be creating a PowerPoint presentation about your 4 significant life events, the 4 most significant life events. And all you're going to be doing is putting together a PowerPoint presentation. It's going to be probably anywhere from 5 to 7, 8 slides. And then you're going to record yourself giving the presentation. So you're going to be graded on how well you put your slides together and then your ability to be able to record it, and that you keep it 5 minutes long, and that you use all of the guidelines that we're going over in the discussion post on how to give a presentation. So kind of the do's and don'ts, that you're following the do's and don'ts as you give the presentation. And I'll be grading you on that as you submit these. And then you're going to record it. PowerPoint, I give instructions here on how to record it in PowerPoint, but you do need a camera. And if you don't have PowerPoint or you have no access to PowerPoint, you can do it in a different software, but it's going to be a little more challenging to record it. So if you have any issues on that, you can probably do it at the library. You have plenty of time to get it done, so don't wait till the last minute and then say, I can't do it, I don't have the ability. Let me know right away, and I'll work with you as best I can. But that's a very important assignment. It's worth 100 points, and you're going to be uploading that to YouTube, to the Canvas, or you can also upload it to YouTube. That's actually a little easier way, because then you get a link and you can just copy the link into the assignment, and that works too. So anyway, that's the individual assignment. Make sure that you don't ignore that. That's very important, that you get to work on that right away. I'm going to go ahead and go back to modules here. Okay, so let me go to modules. And if you notice, I clicked modules on the left, come down here to week 3. So here we are. So you do have a check-in assignment. This week, we're going to be looking at the topic of professionalism. So it's really, how do you conduct yourself in the workplace? What does a professional person look like? And it's not just wearing a suit, carrying a briefcase, and being very knowledgeable about a topic. It's also how you conduct yourself. That really, it's about going the extra mile, having tact, treating other people well, being respectful, things like that. So you're going to be studying about that in chapter 11. There's also a PowerPoint presentation, a PowerPoint presentation on that. It's not recorded. And then, of course, there's an individual presentation that you need to do, as I just talked about, and then you have a quiz as well. And then you're going to be continuing to do this discussion post 1. Now, I'll explain that. Discussion post, basically, again, you get like 5 or 6 weeks to get it done. And the purpose of this is that you're constantly making your list better. So I'm asking you to give me the 10 do's and don'ts of giving a presentation, as well as the 10 do's and don'ts of the presentation software you use, because obviously you want to make sure you don't have contrasting colors, that your font's not too small, that you follow the 6x6 rule. So there's rules about PowerPoint presentations or software, and then there's rules about how to present. And so it's 2 lists, 10 items each of the do's and 10 items each of the don'ts. And the idea of this assignment is just make an initial list. Just make a list and then type it in and post it to Canvas, and then review other people's lists. And your idea here is that you're refining your list over the course of the weeks. So that way, at the end, you've got your best final list. And that's what you're going to submit as your final list. So you should have at least 2 submissions, your initial submission and your final submission. You should also have at least 2 comments on other students' lists. And that's what I'm looking for in order for you to earn up to 50 points. If you skip any of those things, your grades will go down. If you don't do it right, of course, it'll be scored low. So make sure you follow the guidelines for that and that you put together your list. And pretty much if you do it all right, you're probably going to get full score unless you really didn't put any thought into your list. So anyway, that's that assignment, and that's also something to be working on. So really you have a check-in assignment and a quiz this week. That's it. And then these 2 other assignments you're working on over the next few weeks, and they'll carry down into next week as well. So that's pretty much it for week number 3. If you have any questions or issues, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I also have office hours on Monday, I believe it is, Tuesday from 12:30 to 1:30. So if you need to meet with me then, just log in to our class on the homepage in Canvas. There is an office hours link right here. And you can click that and you can select the link in there and you can meet with me all the way. Also, I wanted to let you know that under course videos, a couple of sessions ago for a different college, but it's still relevant, is I did do a lecture right here. It says class session number 3 on chapter 11. So there's a couple of student presentations. It gives you an idea of what to do on your presentation by watching theirs. And then it also gives you a discussion on professionalism that we did. So if you want a lecture, I know a lot of students have been noting that they would like a lecture. Well, there's a lecture right there. It's not live, it's recorded, but it is a lecture. So please take advantage of that if it's helpful to you. All right, well, everybody have a great week, and we will see you all, or you will all see me again next week in week number 4 video.